Marshall G. McGuire, and other members of the Essex County Sheriff Amir Jones, and Newark Chief of Police Sharonda Morris, Special Agent in Charge for Homeland Security Investigations Ricky Patel, Special Agent in Charge for the ATF Elsie Cheeks, Special Agent in Charge for DEA Cheryl Ortiz, and the Special Agent in Charge for the FBI Terrence Riley. I now turn the podium to Prosecutor Stevens.
Thank you, Carmen. Good morning. Yesterday at approximately 6:30 p.m., Newark officers encountered several individuals in the vicinity of Broadway and Carteret here in the city of Newark.
Carteret.
Based on criminal intelligence,
South Fayette. You need to tap into this. 14-year-old been shot with shooting in Newark. Yeah, big news.
We're investigating the possibility that these individuals had illegal firearms. Shots were exchanged upon the interaction between the police and those individuals. And unfortunately, 2 officers and 1 suspect were hit by gunfire. 5-year veteran Officer Joseph Azcana was shot before he even had the opportunity to leave his police car. At 2:34 this morning, he was pronounced at University Hospital here in Newark. There was a second officer also shot. His injuries are expected not to be life-threatening. He is continuing to recover in the hospital, and because of that, the delicacy of that recovery, his name will not be released at the request of the Newark Police Division. One gun was recovered from the suspects. Several individuals are in custody as a result of that interaction, and they're being interviewed by the police and by the Essex County Prosecutor's Office. One of the suspects is 14 years old. That juvenile has been charged with numerous crimes, including murder, attempted murder, and possession of illegal weapons. He is currently hospitalized and is being treated also for non-life-threatening injuries. Obviously, this is a continuing investigation, so we're not going to be able to talk much more about the circumstances until the investigation continues to evolve. However, we'll say this. Obviously, any sort of a gun interaction like this is the sort of thing that happens far too often, and we need to do everything we can to make sure that we limit those, if not eradicate those, to the extent that we can. The thing to remember primarily is that the officers involved are heroes. They're everyday heroes that work the streets of the city of Newark and cities and municipalities like it throughout this county, without this state, within this nation. So they continue to be individuals who are worthy to be in our prayers and our thoughts, and we have to support them to the extent that we can. Despite everything that goes on and the difficulties, we're continuing to be buoyed by the interactions and the collaborations we have. The individuals who Ms. Martin mentioned by name, we want to thank them for their continued support. It's through those collaborations that we're able to move as quickly as we can. It was an effort. I was with the team that was doing the investigation into the wee hours of this morning, and trust me, just about everybody behind me was here throughout that endeavor as well. That shows their dedication to make sure that we keep the streets as safe as possible, that we bring perpetrators to justice.
Good afternoon, Candy Came, Lady Lord Day. Oh, let me get back in there. For all of y'all that don't know, I'm a Muslim, right? So this month is going to kind of be rocky because, you know, my fast is broken a little bit after 6 every day. And, you know, I will do the morning show. I'll try to push it to earlier, but after fasting all day and then you finally eat and you relax a little bit, you know, you be tired and I go to sleep and then I know what I have ahead of me. So, you know what I mean? I'm grinding, y'all, so please forgive me, but I'm going to try to get on track, inshallah, tomorrow morning. But what it is, I just be waking up in the morning and get myself together, so I be a little bit grumpy and the trolls get to me. So I'll be cussing and I'll be out of order. That's why I slowed down and I come in a little bit later on towards the day when I'm more, you know, I can handle it more. You get what I'm saying? I can handle it more. But hey, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I'm in the building. Listen, what's on my screen now is 14-year-old was charged with first-degree murder in the death of a Newark, New Jersey police, Essex County. When I lived in Newark, New Jersey, I lived in Essex County off Hawkins Street, Horatio, Raymond Boulevard. Soon as you come into Newark, it's Raymond Boulevard. My projects, Higher Court, was right there. Well, my aunt and them was there for 40 years. Shout out to Higher Court, the whole Newark, New Jersey. But this is a tragedy. 14-year-old charged with the killing of a police officer. Let's go.
The director of the New York Police, actually the public safety director. I'm sorry, he got a promotion. He used to be the chief. Now he is the public safety director, Manuel Miranda.
Good morning. Our heart is heavy right now. Our agency is hurting. We lost a true hero last night. He was part of an intelligence unit within the Newark Police Division. He's been on the job for 5 years. He's been a detective for the last 2 years. Since being promoted to detective, he was assigned to the intelligence unit. The intelligence unit works in collaboration with the U.S. Attorney's Office, with our federal partners, county and state partners. Last night, it was a team effort between our federal partners and our Newark Police Division that were working last night to capture an individual who they believe had a weapon. As the prosecutor stated, he didn't even get a chance to step out of the vehicle before he was struck. So our hearts are heavy. We're leaning on one another for support. We're going to be there for the family. The family was there last night. His mother and his father and approximately 5 brothers were at the hospital mourning him, grieving him. We're going to be issuing a statement on funerals for the future and pay him the respect that he deserves. He was a true hero. Not only is the agency's mourning, our community is mourning also. I've been getting phone calls since last night from all our community leaders. Our Office of Violence Prevention program was out there with us, supporting us. We have our peer-to-peer support out there assisting our officers. They were there last night supporting our officers along with the Fraternal Order of Police and the Superior Officers Association unions. So I ask the community to please keep the family in their prayers and to keep this agency in your prayers. We're grieving, we're hurting. And we have to be here for one another. I want to thank our federal partners who was here from last night also, as they mentioned, all the special agents in charge of the FBI, the DEA, ATF, and the Homeland Security, the County Prosecutor's Office, the U.S. Marshals. Nobody went home until everybody was captured. So I appreciate their efforts. I appreciate all their help. And just continue to pray for this agency, our officers, our detectives, and the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Miranda. He just mentioned something very important. The City of Newark has an Office of Violence Prevention and Intervention. I'm sure I have the name slightly wrong, but the mayor will correct me on that.
Forever together, Chris and C.
Is an entity which is an official part of the City
I hate
of
to tell
Newark.
you. I'm going to tell you this. One thing for sure and 2 things for certain. The day I'm getting in my bag, you know what I mean? Eyes clear and everything. See my eyes clear? Them joints, I didn't even realize that. My eyes really getting white. They usually bloodshot red. Hey, let me go ahead and like this video real quick because y'all got me. I already probably like my video. Y'all got me 6 of 6s. I don't play with the 6. But let me tell you something, man. Like, it's for the guy in Newark, New Jersey, who thought it was cool to fire at the police officers at the age of 14 years old, probably end up in the LGTB community once he go to prison. Because, you know, at 14 years old, you ain't really never been with no woman. You ain't never been did nothing. So you're going to be in prison from 14 years old to the rest of you to probably you 50. You know, it'll probably be a law to come out to say, hey, he was a juvenile. You know, he's 50 years old now. And he's been in prison 36 years. You know what I mean? Dudes ringing shots like they lost their mind, like 25 to life never crossed their mind. And I don't know if Newark abolished the death penalty. But dudes ringing shots like they lost their mind, like 25. I'm here to tell you, Essex County gonna make a believer out you. And the only thing, the reason why it's not going federal is because he's 14 years old. And I don't think the federal government going to pick up nothing. You know what I'm saying? This 14, you know what I mean? No 14-year-old case for killing the police. Now, and they said they arrested a bunch of people. They might have told, why did you start shooting at the police? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the idiotic decisions you can have. But if that's how you feel, and that's the way you feeling, and you willing to go about that, then hey, more power to you. But I'm here to tell you that, you know, gangs and organizations and whatever they want to call themselves ain't organized like the Army, the National Guard, and the police department. See, when one of them died, they went hunting. They went hunting till they brought him in. They probably touched him up severely, hit me. The officer crying on the joint. So you know they touched him up that severely, hit me. Government, state police, local police, FBI, hey, they all take an oath. They all take an oath and all got a badge of honor. Yeah, he lucky he lived through that, Kenny. If that's a fact though. He lucky he lived through that. And I know they touched him up. I know they touched him up severely, hit me. They touched him up severely because you just killed one of ours. And then you got to come into our, what they call it, headquarters. You got to come into our stash house. You got to come to our safe house. And that's jail, the police precinct. I know they took that boy to the precinct, slapped them all up, bust them up, who else was with you. And then they 14 and their brains haven't even grown, right? So he might end up being a rat. I'm just keeping it real with you. 14 years old. I'm saying if you get 14 years old, you get, and at 14 years old, how much intercourse can he possibly have? So 14 years old catching a life sentence in prison, man, he's gonna be a part of the LGBT community in prison. It's no other way. And I ain't even saying he gonna be the one running around with the pocketbook and skirt. He might just love it. You know what I mean? He might just love that pink eye. You know what I mean? He's gonna love it because you know what I mean? You don't know nothing. You ready to go up in prison. I promise you, growing up in prison. I'm saying, my Lord Neil, my man Lord, he's still in there. And they gave him 40 years for attempted murder of a police when he was 17. He's still in there, bro. They don't parole him. You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that till you're mandatory. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna do that. And it's sad. But let's finish sharing what they gotta say. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. And also, I know I said February, I know it's top of the year. We are back in interview mode, April the 1st. 2025, Raw Dope Podcast is back in the interview mode, interviewing everybody, three interviews a week, 12 a month, man. For the rest of the year, we back in that interview mode. And be on the lookout for my freestyle team on March the 16th, Raw Dope Podcast. We'll be having a freestyle team, and we want to take on another two teams, DJ Duke and a brother behind the jail that has a strong organization that's going on. And also, man, YBG Sosa exclusive interview coming up, paperwork party interview coming up, man. I got them lined up, man. I don't even mean to drop a dime. The King Los interview live from California coming. Like, what we talking about? Yellow, Gone Wild, live from the A. Interviews coming up. I'm back in my interview bag. It's been dry. Now, man, listen, Baltimore been dry on the interviews. Ain't nobody got it. I gave it a break and they let it go dry. I gave it a break two reasons: locations and producers. You know what I mean? That's what let me keep it 100 with y'all. And the people and things just happen. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm not going to do is throw my partner under the bus, but things happen. Life take a toll. I'm in beast mode. When I say I'm in beast mode, I left the room. I mean, I was getting fat while everybody starved. So what I did was 400 interviews, and I left it alone. I got to this vlogging thing. And I'm almost 700 in. I'm like, oh, my God. Let me get back to the interviews because these other dudes that was biting my style and stealing out my page, they couldn't maintain what I was doing for so many years. So it ain't nothing. The Blue Benjamin Sleepy was the last interview. I got exclusive interview in the archives. So that's going to drop April the 1st. Like, we lining them up, man. Raw Dope Podcast stands for the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet, the rawest and dopest content on the planet, and we got some Miranda rights. So I'm getting back into this. We got Kanye West on the block, Lil Ronnie on the block, of course the boy Trump, and Taxstone. Taxstone got knocked off of the joint I'm going to get to yet, and is Kanye one of the realest ones in it? What y'all gonna say now? We gonna get into that. But please hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, and guess what? April the 1st, I'm going back. You know what? I miss the interview scene so much, right? You know, I'm like, you know what? 16 in April. 16 interviews in April. Sweet 16. That's it. The Sweet 16. That's what we call the whole month of April. Sweet 16. And plus, it's my anniversary month. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the, you know what I mean, April babies. You feel me? If you was born in April, drop your date in there. Drop your date in there. I'm April the 7th. Where you from? You know what I mean? Where you from? When, drop that in there. But listen, Kanye West on the chopping block. Donald Trump, of course, the president. Oh, man. We got a lot on the chopping block. I'm tapped in with y'all. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. Let's go. Charlene, what's up? What's up? Charlene, big support. Hey, by the way, free Charlene's son and her family. Oh, hey, man, real people getting back into the interview bag. Ooh, Topic Tuesday coming back with 2 Raw and Kenny. That's probably the only time you see 2 Raw and Kenny on the camera. They're gonna do Topic Tuesday. We're gonna smash that joint. Might do Topic Tuesday and Topic Thursday. I don't know, but Topic Tuesday coming back with the interview, so y'all get a live joint. My interviews will not be live anymore. They won't be live. They'll be pre-recorded because YouTube want me to do some pre-recorded stuff. So pre-record and do 4 uploads on that Topic Tuesday. And then I'm giving y'all the morning show every day. You know what I mean? 5,000 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Every day. And then that Topic Tuesday coming up. And then I might do a live stream, strictly hip-hop stream with Kenny and the guy. But listen, any ideas, anything you want to see, let us know now because I'm prepping this for the month of March. And the merch drop. Everything drops April the 1st. Merch drop. Yo, everything dropped. Everything dropped. Just in my mood this Ramadan, I feel real good. Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims. I had to tap in, though. I cannot let my clientele go. And we on our way. Listen, please, yo, we on our way to 5K. Once I get to 5K, I'm 95,000 subscribers short of getting my plaque. But once I get to 5K, I'm working to 10K. And once I get to 10K, a marketing firm will be taking over my channel. So they will be promoting and doing things. But I'm going to grind up 10,000 subs. So be a part of this first 5,000 subs. I'm giving out 30 free Raw Dope t-shirts when I get to 5K. You heard me? You heard me? Matter of fact, since it's 5K, I'm giving out 50 Raw Dope t-shirts when I hit 5K. I'm giving out 100 free t-shirts when I hit 10K. When I hit 10K, I'm getting 100 free t-shirts with hats. Raw Dope. I'm just giving that out. I'm giving that out. Once we get to 5K, we giving out 50 Raw Dope t-shirts. 50 Raw Dope t-shirts. I'm giving away free of charge. All you got to do is send me your mailing address and pay for your shipping. Bro, I got some gasoline, but I can't smoke right now. It's the month of Ramadan, and I'm waiting for the sun to go down. Ain't no smoking. I put it in me, bro. I am a gas smoker. May Allah forgive me, but I'm a gas smoker, but I can't put the gas smoker in because I'm fasting. I'm fasting. It's medium. You got that. You got that. You got that, but I'm giving out 50 shirts, man. I mean, and you know how I'm going to do it? I can give them all out at once. I'm going to give 20 out one week, 20 out the next week. Hopefully, I hit 5K before April. So the whole month of April, I could say I'm going to give out 12 and a half t-shirts per week. Because I shoot every day. So every time I'm giving out t-shirts to the 50 gone. Hey, you get a t-shirt. You get a t-shirt. You get a t-shirt. You can get a t-shirt. And if you want to order t-shirts now, go right there. It's a little pocketbook on my joint. You hit that and you order up now. But when I get to 5K, I'm giving out 50 t-shirts, man. That's what I got to do for the people. But we're going to get back into this. And I know it was probably a black or a Spanish kid that's 14-year-old that got caught for killing this police officer in Newark. And I know somebody told on him. So we're going to get back to this story because I'm itching to get into my man Kanye West. We're going to get into it, man. We're going to get into it. Let's go.
You want hyper?
Let's go, man. Hit that notification button, man. Run me up, man. Run me up, man. I feel good, man. I know y'all love me, man. But hey, my, fasting is really a big part of what I believe in. I have to fast, but also as Muslims, we still have to do our job and duty. And content creating is my job.
Offers all sort of information and assets between law enforcement and the community. NPD, the Newark Police Division has benefited from it as the Essex County Prosecutor's Office, as the entire community has. And that is really the idea, the brainchild of Mayor Baraka. And so I'd like him to come forward on behalf of the residents of the city of Newark.
First, I just want to thank the Newark Police Division, Public Safety, Fire as well, for being on the scene last night, helping our police officers. I want to thank all of our partners here, the prosecutor's office, our public safety director, the chief, and all the work that they did, Office of Violence Prevention, making sure we brought people to justice. This morning, we could make a statement that individuals were, in fact, arrested, who were responsible for this heinous, callous disregard for humanity. We mourn, as the public safety director said, the over 300,000 residents of this city mourn the loss of a police officer and the shooting of another in the whole public safety ecosystem. We mourn them collectively. These are officers who got up yesterday morning to do their job, to go outside and make sure our streets were safe, to make sure 8-year-olds are not killed by stray bullets, to make sure our grandmothers could sit on their porches in peace, to make sure our neighborhoods are not overrun with violence and guns.
You two just played with me. My joint went from 35 to 18. They playing with the algorithm, y'all. Then it jumped back to 35. Supposed to be hundreds of people in here.
I don't know many people that would have went to that scene, knowing that danger lived there, that the opportunity to get yourself in grave danger was possible, and they went anyway. And unfortunately, one of our officers did not recover from that. I texted my wife last night. She texted me that she was sad. I said, why? Thinking she was thinking about something different. She said, all of this makes me sad. And I'm thinking, maybe she's sad that the police officer is dead, or sad that a 14-year-old can get their hands on an automatic weapon, or sad that a 14-year-old would think that they should shoot at a police officer in the middle of the night, in the evening, or sad that our system has not figured out how to keep guns out of kids' hands, or we haven't figured out how to mentor our kids out of difficult situations and problems that they feel like they need to resolve their conflicts with guns and weapons on the street. We just have to do a better job. I have to do a better job. Our families have to do a better job. The community has to do a better job at making sure that our children are not handling guns in the street, shooting at police officers. This is not a police problem. This is our problem. This is our collective problem. And if this continues, it will continue to be our problem. And so, I'm here standing not just as the mayor of the city, but as a father of 2 little kids, who know my peers have kids the age of the kids who were out in the street that night, who were going to communicate all last night and this morning about how did little kids get an opportunity to be involved in a situation like this. And what the hell can we do as residents of this city to make sure this never happens again? So, again, we mourn the loss of our officer. We are praying for the recovery, complete recovery of the other officer, and we are standing side by side by the hundreds of police officers here in the city of Newark who are mourning, who are grieving because of this incident.
I want to buy.
Dang, bro, that's tough, bro. You know what I mean? That's tough. I'm trying to find more on this officer killed, 14-year-old charge. Yeah, boy. I wonder why they start shooting at the police. Like, let's get into this. Now I gotta get into my man Kanye West. I'm just looking it up in my notes, y'all. Kanye West, man. My man, right? Kanye, let me tell y'all something about Kanye West, right? everybody want to say Kanye was crazy, Kanye this and that. But Kanye a good friend of mine, and I don't know him, but I'm just saying, bro, I think we had the same thing going on. People suffer from the yes man and the yes woman syndromes, and people don't like people who speak up. You know, it's two types of people. People that speak up and just sound stupid and try to be so smart. I don't deal with them. You know how dudes speaking up that want to be so smart and so right, but they don't even know what they saying. Then you got dudes that speak up with a straight face, not with no liquor in them, not with no pills in them, not with nothing. They got a straight face. They gonna say the same thing if they got a pill, liquor, nothing in them. They don't, you know, a straightforward person don't go off the meat racket. We not talking about Israel when we talking about what's going on Gwen Oak. We ain't talking about Israel. We not talking about the Israelites. We talking about this problem that we got in this shootout. You know what I'm saying? That's them type of people. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye, one of them dudes that done a lot of benders. You don't make it to a billionaire. You don't be a billionaire without common sense. And the original man would, you know, the original man of this earth is a genius. So when certain people of color make it to the top, it's not surprising at all. Because that's just what it is. Kanye made it to the top of every field that he put his hands in. He made it to the top of producing. He made it to the top of rapping. He made it to the top of fashion. He does architect. He put the church together, top of the line with the Donner Project. With everything he touched, the boy makes it happen, right? So you think about it. A lot of us will never be in rooms with billionaires. We won't even never rub shoulders with somebody that got $100 million in access. But he does. Across the country. So now when you do business with these people and you see you've been dealing with these people and you see the racist remarks that they make when they do good business deals, because money make you arrogant and cocky. If you never had no money in your life, you wouldn't understand this. Money will make you arrogant and cocky. And what I mean by that, somebody, you could be earning for one of these big corporations. Let's just say Pepsi. You doing commercial for Pepsi. Pepsi paying you $10 million a year. Pepsi's $1 trillion thing. When you get to the top, they might say something like, "Yeah, man, you know, everything good. You know, you seen that nigger, you seen them ignorant niggas shoot the police in Newark." That might just be a common conversation with you making this money with them. They might talk like that. Little ignorant nigger got to do that. And you just sitting around like, yeah, shorty crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? You ain't even speaking up. You ain't even saying that because it's been this deal. And they always do this. They always do this. And Kanye could wake up one morning and say, "I don't give a F about you coons no more. I'm saying how I feel and saying what I mean and meaning what I say." What's crazy about that? Kanye West, the same person that said Hurricane Katrina. Let me give you a flashback of Kanye West. When he gets on NBC News and he say, George Bush doesn't like black people. Oh, Kanye West, you crazy. The Caucasians are getting boats and getting flown out the water. The people of color is like this. So when a man say, "Oh, you sent them to them parts, bro, them where that Magnolia, McMean, and Calio project at, they wasn't as strong as they was in those white areas. George Bush don't like black people." Kanye said that the whole world was against him. Everybody know that Beyonce Lemonade album was better than Taylor Swift album, but when Kanye got the Balmain jeans on, the black butters on, and a Hennessy in his hand, he says, "Taylor Swift, congratulations, but I ain't gonna lie, Beyonce album was better." He's crazy. Then the man say, "You know what? I ain't gonna do that. I'll put the hat on with Trump. Boy, make America great again." He's crazy. So what is a man to do? Everything the man do right or wrong, he's crazy. Oh, he married Kim Kardashian, making fun. How many dudes marry freaks? How many of us are birthed from freaks? How many of our mothers got 4 kids and 4 different baby fathers? Talk to me. So when a man say, "Man, I love Kim Kardashian," he say, "Man, y'all making fun of me and my wife, but what about my kids?" You get what I'm saying? Everybody was playing, bro. Everybody was playing, but guess what? One thing he didn't do was go bankrupt. One thing he didn't do was be broke. Everything the man did, it was a laughing joke to people, bro. Everything he did, bro. Oh, he made the custom shirts with that Nazi sign on. Oh, the world went crazy. Not before Shopify didn't take it down before he sold 100,000 t-shirts. Do 100,000 t-shirt times 20. Do it. It's easy. You know, 2 times 1, what that is. And you just, the decimal points they teach you. Add the decimal points and you get that number. 100,000 t-shirts sold for 20,000 a pop, then he took them down. So he still got his bag off of that. Come on, man. So now this is what brings me into it. Kanye West is talking to Lil Durk and Diddy. Everybody party with Diddy, did business with Diddy, and was friends. They ain't posting them talking to Diddy. They ain't posting talking to Lil Durk because they want their image. What Kanye do? Jump on the phone, have a real conversation with him. Here we go. If you ain't heard it. Kanye jumping on the phone like a man, like me. We men, like we not yes men, man. I'm talking to my homeboys, bro. Whatever he did, God gonna judge him and the court of law gonna judge him. But support, you can't make me not support my people. People supported the Unabomber, people supported Jeffrey Dahmer, people support all these Luigi Manoni who shot a man in cold blood because he felt as though he didn't get the right health problem for his mother. People supporting them. Why we can't support our people when they go down?
I love the time we from a federal prison. I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Look, that's all I'm talking about. And you know, the people here, they get their time, and they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling them stories, and they be on 20.
Wow. Yeah.
This is him talking to Lord Dirt.
Hey, you know what I was listening to last night?
What's that?
The verse with you, the verse you did on Donna with.
We got actual real role models out here, right?
Yeah.
Man, that shit's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the end of the album.
Yeah, I heard that. I said, yeah, they popping it.
Yeah.
What you been working on? You good overall?
Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes before you called me, yeah.
Hey, look how the money do,
yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we've been in the studio, man. I got this warehouse and like this shit like 30,000 square feet. So I put all the, I have all the producers. So I put all the producers downstairs, and then I got this big ass screen. They be saying like 16 by 9 for films, but this screen is so wide that it's called a 9x1, and it's a surround screen. And I shot this movie with my wife in Japan, and then we just edited it, and we just been showing it to people. It's like the next frontier. It's like sci-fi or something. And we're gonna shoot some more films. We can go out to Japan, shoot more films, and we just making music. Like I chopped up this whole new album myself, and I've been like having the music played live, and like just finding that artist Laser Them down in Atlanta. Yeah, I just got put onto him, but his beats, they just it's like I connected with Dave Blunts, and he was just talking about like these are the underground beats, and just explaining to me the way everybody approached their beats. They said that Dave Blunts, watch this, he record on the phone. He records on his iPhone.
You sell the account?
Yeah, my man, he chopping it up with Dirt all on the phone. Says crazy, man, I just talked to Puff. What they got to say about that? Yeah, my man Kanye, bro, because I talked to all my homeboys behind the door. You got me messed up or scrapped and screwed with a coon or something, man. You don't holler at your people because they locked up or they locked up for something that the world disagree with. What that got to do with you? God and the court system going to judge him. Nothing in the court system say that I can't talk to my man because he locked up. That's all stuff y'all be on. You cutting your man off because he in a whole bunch of stuff. Come on, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, bro, I don't got nothing to do with that, bro. I'm just supporting my brother. Good looking, Charlene. Shout out to Charlene, bro, for sending that $5 donation, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, Charlene. I really do. I ain't gonna sit up there and hold you. I really appreciate that. But I'm just saying overall, right, that, Kanye spoke up and did what he needed to do. And he talking to Dirt, and they having a productive conversation. They talking about music. Y'all ain't even know Dirt was in Saudi Arabia with Kanye. Y'all think Kanye dudes ain't messing with Kanye. Dudes love Kanye West, bro. Dudes love Kanye West, bro. Dude, Kanye ain't no bad dude at all, bro. Dudes love Kanye West. All that with the Swissaker shirt and all that, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, that's on him, bro. Like I said, Kanye be in rooms with them people, and them people be playing, and Kanye play back. Like, what's wrong with that, bro? Kanye played back. They trying to look. And then my man Taxstone, man. Taxstone hit with a Hey, play this. Taxstone got busted up in jail. I'm a fan of Taxstone. He got busted up in jail for he did it. And listen, right? I'm gonna put something down with y'all, right? Put something down with y'all, right? I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? It was go to Club Shay Shay and look at the interview with Amber Rose. So Amber Rose does the interview with Club Shay Shay, and the Diddy situation came up. And Amber Rose said she been to every Diddy white party, almost every big party Diddy had. She's 90% sure she been to like 95% of the parties. And she said something that was so funny because she was like, if it was all these freak-offs and get-togethers, I was never invited. And everybody know Amber bad. That's what this beautiful woman said. I was never invited. So basically look at herself like, how I ain't gonna get invited? She said, man, to the wee hours of the morning, the sun come up. She said, how could Puff be having freak-offs and Puff be the whole the MC? Say he's running around in a party with the microphone, DJ, having a good time. And she said these freak-offs had to take place after the parties. I mean, after the next day, because everybody's partying till the wheels go off and everybody's leaving. That's what Amber Rose said. That's what Amber Rose said. That's what she said. And there's a lot of people that's scared to speak up and say, man, I went to the man parties. I ain't never known there was, all that going on. And I believe that the man just had a fetish that he likes to do. You go over to Saudi Arabia, girls go over to Dubai to get 150,000 by letting those billionaire, rich oil connoisseurs squat over and poop on them. They going over there taking 150,000, maybe 200,000, let a dude squat down and put his feces on them, bro. Like, real talk. I feel like this what they're charging this man, what he do in privacy. Like, I'm a man, I have a woman, right? You men or women, you have your significant other, y'all do things. Should you be charged with that? Should you be charged if you and your girl into threesomes or into swinging? Should Will and Jada Smith be charged? You know what I mean? Because they swinging, they doing all types of stuff. So I'm saying, what you do in your personal life, you shouldn't be charged with. So she just attests that, hey, the boy Diddy just, I don't see everything that people saying. So it's a time that people just speaking up. A lot of people wanted to them party, but a lot of people just like, man, I don't want nobody messing with me. I don't want nobody bothering me, whatever, man. So that's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. But listen, I'm going to get into this. Prayer just came in, so I got to go off of Salat, right? And that's why I'm still in Voodoo.
Man, if you're new to the channel, please smack.
We ain't smashing. All right, let's go.
5 years old. You heard from East New York, Brooklyn.
All right, listen.
We all know he's serving 35 years in the penitentiary for basically manslaughter.
So y'all just hold me down real quick.
We all know what went down at Irving Plaza. We all know what happened at Irving Plaza. You heard? Troy Ave took the stand. We know what's going on. It was a long, drawn out trial. Justice has long been waiting. You know how it goes. Some people is on this guy's side, Taxstone. Some is on Troy Ave's side. But I gotta say this: there was no winners, because rest in peace to Benga. You heard? That's a fact. Rest in peace to Ronald Benga Fathom. You heard? Rest in peace to him, McFadder, excuse me. Rest in peace to Benga, man. Because he was an innocent person in all this. He was actually, I believe, to be the bodyguard at the time for Troy Ave. So this is back in 2016, y'all. So, it's a little cloudy. You feel me? But we all know who Taxstone is. Taxstone is one of them guys that was very outspoken. You heard? He was the next big thing. He's supposed to have been the Nori the other day. I'm just being honest. Yeah. Daryl Campbell was supposed to, Taxstone, he had the tax season. He was jumping off on Twitter. He was all over social media and he was very outspoken. Like the time he said Cameron and Tupac was snitches. I'm just saying, he caught the ear of the audience. Pay attention.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if anything, motherfucker would have thought, I don't know, maybe somebody from DC shot him. Or maybe somebody from somewhere else. He was in DC when he got shot. But if you say, I seen niggas throw that rock sign up when the shots went off, then you're like, oh, that's what we looking at. We looking at the rock now. Nobody thought the rock was going to shoot Cam. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing with that. And there's no way you can really change that. Niggas could say what they want to say and try to defend shit and try to turn it around. There's no way you can really defend none of that. You offered information and nobody knew. I didn't know nothing about you. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Word. I didn't know nothing about Tupac trials and tribulations with Tut and all these niggas. I didn't know that. You told her.
Man. Very outspoken as y'all. The man basically lost his life, man. He's sitting in jail for 35 years. He's 35 years old, right? That's 70. You think what I'm saying, y'all? Like, think about it, y'all. He's 39. He's 39, excuse me. He's 39 now. So think about that, y'all. He's serving a 35-year sentence. Damn, yo, it's like it's that easy. He threw away that fame that quick. He's been on Vlad. He's been all over. Big platforms talking like this. Yeah, so it was something different and something that, you know, that none of us has never seen. Let's keep it real. So he's taking it by storm. Just like a star. Just came in and took it by storm. But basically, it's like he can't stay out the media, y'all, because I got to break this down to y'all, man. He has been indicted. Yeah, an 8-man indictment. Daryl Campbell, Ian Diaz, Jonathan Guerrero, and really it's the U.S. versus Daryl Campbell. You see his name is first. Yeah, this shows that they're not playing games in the federal penitentiary. He's in MDC, ladies and gentlemen. You heard? Let's break this down. He's in MDC. He's in a federal penitentiary in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he's in the federal penitentiary. And these guys are still pulling moves like this? Like, y'all got to really be honest and think about that. Let's break this down. So, Daryl Campbell, Ian Diaz, Jonathan Guerrero, Abel Mora, and I guess his team, charged by complaint with conspiracy to smuggle contraband in MDC, Brooklyn. As alleged, between April and June 2024, Campbell used a contraband cell phone to conspire with others to smuggle contraband into the MDC, Brooklyn. So he's telling these people he has a cell phone smuggling. You heard? Let's see what he was smuggling. Let's see what's going on. And several voice recordings found on the phone. Voice recordings found on the phone. So he was probably found with a phone. Oh, my God. Lord. Campbell explained his method of throwing a line out of the window of MDC Brooklyn for a CEO conspirator on the outside the hook on attached contract. So he had it rocking. This may be, look, we're going to get to that, right? Contraband, which could then be pulled back inside. On June 30th, 2024, Diaz, Guerrero, Mora, and Rodriguez attempted to execute Campbell's scheme by pulling a rope through the window of the recreation room in their housing area. At the other end of that rope, correctional officers found what appeared to be Suboxone, marijuana, a scalpel, a phone charger, lighters, and cigarettes. If convicted, the defendant faces up to 10 years in prison. Assistant United States Attorney Russell Noble, Elizabeth D'Angelo are charged. Oh, my God. So as y'all can see, he can't seem to get right. They finding Suboxone, scalpels, and I'm going to be real. This is seeming like a one-way ticket to ADX. Let's call it what it is. It's seeming like I'm just saying, if you controlling the jail like this and you can get phones and they want to put you in a secure place. I don't think we're getting this. You feel me? If you get convicted, do your time, but y'all know you got to get it how you get it. I can't tell you how to hustle. You heard? But you see what happens? Somebody else gets caught doing it and then they bring you right on into it. Yeah. They gonna tell on your operation too. What you thought you was safe from being told on in the feds? You in the feds at NBC Book. And you still committing crime. Yo, you gotta be honest, y'all. Y'all gotta be honest with yourselves, man. Taxstone hit with alleged smuggling charges at Brooklyn conspiracy. They calling this a conspiracy charge for them dudes could face more federal charges on top of the 35 he already got. This is nasty work. I gotta be real. Look, God bless all parties involved, but most of all,
rest in peace to Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
He's the one that lost his life and all that. I don't want nobody to ever forget
clear
that.
statement. Alhamdulillah, man. My brother, alhamdulillah, man. May Allah reward you for your good deeds. My brother just sent me $50. My brother just sent me $50. Oh, man, this has been a blessed day to get on this morning. Hold up, the donations has been raining in. Okay, Charlene, she sent me, shout out to Charlene. Cardwell sent me $5. Shout out to my brother. Safi, alhamdulillah, may Allah reward you for your good deeds. Sent me $50. I will be taking part of that $50 and donating it to the masjid this month. And I will be doing that. You know what I mean? So, thank you. Zakalau Qaida, man. Shaquan Aki. Shaquan, I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. I'm going to do something positive with that. You know, you be saving up for the camera, but I'm just blessed just to have you out. Y'all make sure y'all check out Dayton Street 85, man. That's my brother. That's my partner. He does a lot for me, man. Like, that's my brother. Does a lot. Well, I'm a man. I take care of myself. But when it comes to this channel, he don't have no filter about this. He love raw dope because his brother doing it. He love to support his brother. Man, what's going on now? Let me get out of that mode. So Taxstone caught up.
If you had an opportunity to reverse the roles and
Taxstone, bro, dang. Taxstone, bro, dang, man. Smuggling drugs. I can't believe it's tax. Like, I mean, you gotta survive in jail. Just because you're in jail don't mean you ain't supposed to eat. So, you know, dude's been talking to Tax. But Tax trying to make some money, man. And then he's still in New York after he got his time. I thought he would be sent to a federal prison. Let me see what federal prison he at. What federal prison is podcaster Taxstone housed at? That's all they keep talking about is the culture then. So he was still in Brooklyn? He was sentenced in 2023. He's still there? That's all they keep saying. Tension Connor. They don't know what prison he at. They ain't saying what jail he at, but they said Brooklyn, what Diddy and them at, how's that now? What up, what up, what up, what up? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What Diddy and them, how's that? Now I'm heard about Tax. Tax is my man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody used to say, like, Raw Dope Podcast, remind him of, you know, the Taxstone Podcast. Tax my man, you know what I'm saying? I definitely love him on the podcast tip. Definitely wish that it went down that way, because he would have been one of them $100 million. Tax would have been making a lot of money. Tax like the GOAT of this. A lot of people don't want to say Taxstone name, but Tax the GOAT. So, you know, before we get into that, we covered Kanye West, Taxstone. We got to get into Donald Trump and Lil Ronnie. Killers, you know what I mean? We got to get into that. That's it. But I know y'all want to do this. Is some breakthrough news, yo. What's Taxstone's real name? Hold up. I forgot. Y'all knew that. Taxstone real name. Daryl Campbell. His name Daryl Campbell.
I'm Dr. Matt Ferris.
Now, what y'all about to hear is right now. Hold up.
From
Y'all about to hear Keefy D. You know, been locked up for a couple years now for the Tupac murder. I'm ready to play a news clipping of him talking from behind the bars. I don't know what Keefy D talking about, what Keefy D think he talking about, but Keefy D talking. And we're going to see what he talking about.
Newark, in 2019 where he basically confessed to the killing. And now for him to say, I didn't read the book, I was under duress to write the book, the police fed me information, it raises a lot of credibility questions. Now, obviously, this case has some holes in it. The prosecution has never recovered a murder weapon. As far as we know, there are no eyewitnesses, so it's a very circumstantial case, and it's the confession of Dwayne Davis. But the prosecutors remain steadfast that they believe they have enough evidence to convict Dwayne Davis.
Yeah, there was that memoir, and then also the piece of video that Aaron played in his story of him saying, yeah, the shot came from the back, but I'm not going to really talk about it. There are things like that that stack up on each other. As it stands now, how strong do you think their case is against him?
I think the case is really strong. Look, the prosecutors have been working on this case for decades, sometimes more robustly than others. But this is a case that has eluded law enforcement for decades. And now to have made an arrest, to have a confession, to have a book, to have a videotape of someone making the confession, I think it's going to be very difficult for Dwayne Davis to walk back his confession, walk back what he wrote in that book. So I think the prosecution's case is strong at this point.
And so what happens technically now? Davis is retracting his confession. What happens next in the case?
Well, the case will move forward. Pre-trial motions will be set. A trial will be set. He's not doing himself any good by giving all of these statements because all of these out-of-court statements can be used against him if he does agree to testify in his own trial. It's very unusual for a criminal defendant facing such serious charges to be giving an interview from behind bars. These are very, very serious charges, and I'm just shocked to see that he's willing to talk about the facts of the case in such a cavalier way and to contradict himself from what he said earlier to the police and in this book.
Yeah, I know so many defense attorneys who would just cringe at seeing that interview. And we're learning about brand new charges for P. Diddy. A new superseding indictment accuses Sean Diddy Combs of subjecting employees to forced labor under inhumane circumstances. These charges just keep coming.
Okay.
How are you expecting it to play out?
Yeah, we saw the charges against P. Diddy and Jay-Z be dropped by the female who alleged that both of them raped her. But there are so many what appear to be credible claims against P. Diddy. So although he had some success with that one case, I suspect all of these cases are going to lead to serious legal jeopardy for him from a civil standpoint, because these are civil lawsuits. People are seeking money damages. We know he's a wealthy record mogul, so I suspect that there's going to be a lot of out-of-court settlements, and there actually may be some trials on some of these claims. And we know he's awaiting his criminal trial that's scheduled to take place in May in New York.
Ariva Martin, we thank you for your expertise as always. Appreciate it.
All right, now we got to get into this little Ron. There's been some twists. Oh, man, there's been some twists. Well, we got Idiot that's been choose to death. My bad. Yeah, my bad. So we get into this cat. Rest in peace to Lil Ronnie. But one of the alleged people were Little Ronnie murders.
It's about a shooting at a...
But one of them was just released. Like somebody's talking to that Lil Ronnie gave that.
A 30-year-old.
Yeah. Yo, I had 2 guns in his hand for him, boy. That was dangerous. They ain't even the other day, like. There's too many minutes on this talk, and I don't want the minutes. I want to hear about this girl.
What's up, fam? It's your boy, Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and be sure to share this.
Where is that? Okay, here he is. hot and steamy out. Yeah, here we go. We about to get busy like the bunny wifey tapping in. Hey, good looking, man. Good looking, man. That's a blessing, man. Appreciate you.
I don't agree with that nigga killing no kids. I asked him, how could you do some shit like that?
So hit that notification button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like, leave a comment. I'm tapping in with this. So this the round. So it was 3 people arrested in this little Ronnie murder. 1 was a getaway driver. The 2 was the shooters. I think the getaway driver probably made bond or got the box. And now she's speaking out. It was a female. So we want to hear what she got to say. You know, on Rado Podcast, we like to give people freedom of speech. Say what you say. Say what you mean what you say. Just don't say it to me because I'm not the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I ain't really gonna play like that. They saying it's all go, yeah, your fault. The one dude had 2 guns.
This clip is after they shot at him the first time and he ran by the blue dumpster. First thing I noticed, they use switches. You can hear the rapid fire. And if you look at the news clip, you can see the amount of shell cases left by his car. When I seen that, I say, yeah, they use switches. Now, just for having a Glock with a switch can land you in federal prison for up to 10 years. Imagine if you killed someone with it. Next thing I noticed, it wasn't a getaway driver. According to Lil Ronnie baby mama, the female that got caught with Adonis Robinson was the getaway driver when they killed Lil Ronnie and his daughter. But according to the video footage, that can't be true. Now this alleged getaway driver, the female, she was released from jail and looked like she told the police Adonis was the shooter because she was on live. She said she asked Adonis, why did he kill that baby? And he said he didn't know the baby was in the car.
I said that.
She said that on live. I'm 100% sure she told the police that.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Here you go. Don't get fucking caught. Bitch, you was moving, just talking. You all talking. But bitch, you released my fucking number. You weird. You weird. Because I was the same bitch that was helping you when you had that CPS case. Bitch, what the? Bitch, you know how I am with kids. I would never hurt no kid, bro.
Told you.
I would never agree with nobody hurting no fucking kid, bro. Like, are you cool? You know that.
Yeah, told
you know that shit. So for you to bash me like that, you to do the game like that, my mama, you trifling in a hoe, bro. Because anybody know me, bro. I've never harmed a kid a day in my life, bro. I never did nothing to no kid, bro. I don't agree with that nigga killing no kids. I asked him, how the fuck did you do some shit like that? How the fuck do you sleep doing shit like that? What the I was mad about that shit. The fuck no. Y'all bashing, so y'all got questions? Ask them motherfucking questions. Ask fucking questions, and my mama, I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck going on. Ask a question. On God, I will let you know. Y'all wanna know how we got caught? I will gladly tell y'all. Shit, they put a track on my car. I went to jail too. The fuck? They interrogated me too, and I was guilty because I had nothing to do with none of that. None of that. Nothing at all. Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, hey.
Hell no.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with that.
I'm telling you now, I knew that, man. A kid got killed. Now, gangsters, you know what I mean, or stand-up individuals such as myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry that happened to that little princess, but I ain't cooperating. You get what I'm saying? That's the type of dude I am. I ain't cooperating. I'm sorry that happened to that princess. I gotta do what I gotta do, yo. I'm gonna have to stand up like a man. But everybody else, like she just said, ain't nobody with that with no kid getting killed. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody with that with no kid getting killed. Man, you think somebody ready gonna sit in front of the judge about some kid and they don't think like that? Nah, I knew that when that happened. But I really do believe in my heart that they didn't know that girl was in there. They just had murder on their mind or the bounty on their mind and they did that. I don't believe that them dudes intentionally killed that girl. But you went and you shot at a car and didn't know who was in the car. You didn't know nothing. You ain't checking. You didn't do nothing. So you gonna pay the price. You getting a death penalty. Shorty end up getting a death penalty out Texas. Don't ever wake up in the morning thinking they ain't. And Shorty is going to cooperate with the police department. I'm telling you, when you do certain crimes, people will turn their back against you, bro. I'm just keeping it real with you. They will turn their back against you. Now, your mother ain't going to turn her back. Your friend, a couple good friends, but people going to turn their back with you because, bro, they like, oh, you killed the kid. Like, if you just killed little Ronnie, then they y'all two men handling y'all business. And, you know, it is what it is. But anytime women, old people, and children get involved, bro, the neighborhood and people turn against you. You know what I mean? People turn against you because that 5-year-old little girl ain't deserve that, bro. Ain't deserve that. Y'all ain't even smart enough killers that sent a dud around there to say, yo, he in there by himself, ain't nobody in the car. Y'all just jumped out there with switches and them guns. Y'all wanted that boy that bad that y'all just shot. Y'all just shot. Y'all ain't even see anybody in the car. And then y'all took a little girl life that didn't deserve to die for anything that her father had something to do with it. I don't feel sorry for them. I pray they don't miss their blessings. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I'm a man, right? I've been in prison. I've been gunned down before. I've been stabbed up. I had 100 black eyes. I've been to war before. I done been on the side of the pistol where I'm shooting and somebody shooting back. And it got ugly in all types of ways. I done even did a reckless. I done even got into a reckless shooting where it's doing, I'm shooting and the police riding by. I'd have been reckless like that and thanking God that police didn't get hit. Because I knew my niggas would have told on me. Niggas would have told on me straight up. Police getting killed, they shut the neighborhood down. Nobody ain't gonna really make money. Everybody going to jail. Would have told on you. And this crime with that little girl, people will tell on you on certain things. You'd be surprised who would do it. So I've been in things, bro, and thank God nothing didn't happen. And when you ringing them shots and you get to shooting in a neighborhood, when I got shot, dude, cowards rolled by and was shooting out the, you know what I'm saying, shooting out the car. Shooting out the car. When I fell, I'm thinking they gonna jump out and do me. But once I fell and I seen it, they never got out the car. I was just thinking to myself, they left there with a body. When I got shot, 5 of us got hit, 1 got killed. They left there with a body, but I felt like they wasn't trying to catch nobody. Cause I'm saying once they hit us, you instantly when I ran in the corner, like this shot right here almost took my arm off. I don't know if y'all can see it, but a big hole right here. So I almost took my arm, so it hit me right here. Boom, my arm swung and hit me in my leg. So I'm like, oh, I'm backing up though, like thinking, you know what I'm saying, my guys gonna retreat, but they didn't. And I fell down, but I was telling my man who died. My friend who got killed when I got shot, I'm telling him, don't fall because they're going to walk down on us. If they see us on the ground, they're going to walk down on us. So I got hit all in my stomach. He got hit all in the chest. We had to stand there and look at them because I said, yo, we can't run because if they hit us in our back, they're going to take our legs out. You learn that in the basic industry. So I'm going to have to take all these right here. You know what I'm saying? And I took them that way. All my shots up front were shots because I looked them in the eyes. You get what I'm saying? I looked them in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? You got to see this is what we do. This is a different language I'm talking about. I looked them in the eyes when they did it. I never forgot their faces. You hear me? I never synced them ever again. I never forgot their faces because I looked at them, hitting that joint, looking at you, see that, hitting that joint. Don't. I'm looking at them like, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm just looking at them while I'm taking, boom, hit me, boom, hit me, boom, hit me, boom, ooh. But I'm like, I ain't letting y'all. Because once everybody ran, it was just me and my man right there in that corner, and y'all was wearing that corner out, y'all ain't jump out. So I just had it in my man. It's the craziest thing, because what I'm thinking this is the craziest thing, man. Shot after shot getting fired at you, and you in your mind, because this was when I was ignorant. This was in 2004. This was 22 years ago, so I was real ignorant. And I ain't know no better, so I'm just like, I'm crying out of anger that I can't fight back. But all I know is when this is over with and I survive, somebody paying for it. That's just what my mentality was then. So I know the feeling, because them cowards came in, then kind of find out we didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Wouldn't even out beef. Y'all came down there and killed an innocent man and shot everybody up. And the dude y'all was looking for was right on the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all ain't get out and walk down on nothing. Because y'all wasn't going to do that. Y'all just was there to get that little bit of money that was dropped on a homeboy of mine head. That's what happened. A little bit of cash dropped on a homie head. The homie right there, the killers ride by them and go shoot in the crowd, bro. We was out there shooting dice, man, 4 in the morning. And my grandmother told me nothing outside after 4 in the morning but open legs and trouble. And so when I got shot, and the police came to me and asked me to identify a shooter, I had to tell them, listen, man, I'm out here 4 in the morning selling drugs, toting guns, you know what I mean, doing what I need to do, man. I ain't sending nobody to jail. This is the game I play. Unfortunately, I lost a friend of mine. Unfortunately, I lost my brother. I'm hurt about that, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We gonna handle things the way we know how to handle. Bro, we gonna ride with bro. You know what I'm saying? We gonna ride about bro on my side. We ride for our kind, but other than that, man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. You know what I mean? I can't negotiate. They locked me up. The homicide detectives came to get me on my daddy's funeral. Like a day before my daddy's funeral, my family in a house, and you know what I mean? My family getting down, and you know, everybody mourning for my daddy lost. The police coming in, and I tell them like a man, listen, y'all not about to come in. Y'all looking for me. Look, I'm gonna walk right there. Y'all handcuff me, take me down homicide. You know what I mean? Because they was looking for me for months. They wanted to question me because they had ID, because when you know something in the hood, right? And I'm going to teach this before I get back on this. You know something in the hood is this is what I'm saying. This is a true story. In the ghetto, everybody tough, want to be tough. But when that pistol come out and somebody get killed, it's a bunch of people that think they hood is going to go work with the police department. There's a bunch of people in the hood that's going in there and tell their family how scared they really is. They out here, but everybody in the hood that's selling drugs and engaging in criminal activity are not heartless people. I'm here to tell you that everybody that's in the hood that's selling the little drugs and trying to do something are not heartless people. Because when that pistol come out and something seriously happen, you see that these dudes really just doing this because they got to do this. Some of us in the hood, we live for this. We grew up playing Batman and Robin and cops and robbers. So something, me personally, I grew up with my father and my uncle. So they kind of prepared me. You know, I grew up sitting on a porch hearing about dudes that, man, boy had life and he gave it back in 15 years. I grew up around those individuals. So at a young age, when I was ignorant and didn't know no better, I wanted to go to prison. I wanted to get in a big shootout and stand up for the block. I did. And any man that's in the ghetto to tell you that they didn't want it, they was bluffing. I wasn't bluffing. You understand what I'm saying? About this block, I'm willing to go under the dirt for it. About my respect, I'm willing to get hurt for it. You know what I mean? What's the sense of hating when I can show love? What's the sense of faking when I can show blood? That's true story. So when I was in the streets and in the ghetto, I was all the way in. It wasn't no 1 foot in, 1 foot out with me with nothing. We in. That's why I say, y'all couldn't be a gang member, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm going to take it too far. I couldn't be no Crip because I'm going to Crip till I go, and I'm a Crip real hard. Couldn't be a Blood because I'm going to be a Blood real hard. I mean, it's no, yo, you break the rules, you out of here. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I never got into certain things. You know what I mean? I'm Muslim. I'm real hard about that. I'm a podcast. I'm dedicated to that. I'm a used car salesman. I'm dedicated to that. I'm loyal to my friends and family. I say what I mean what I say. I don't play games. I don't do no line. I don't do no front. And I say what I mean and mean what I say. I promise you I do. I promise you, state to state. The New York, the New Jersey, the North Carolina, the blocks in Florida, they tell you, California tell you that, man, I'm on one. You know what I mean? Cool as a fan. Get in hand. I don't want to blast a man, but I can and I will, though. I'm trying to chill, though. I said, yo, but that's just a little bit about me. If you ain't like that, get off my channel. But I rides out and hit him with a story. Let's get back in this.
Fuck y'all, because y'all don't know the truth. Y'all don't know the real. Because when the truth motherfucking come out, that I had nothing to do with none of that shit, you all gonna be looking pissy, looking dumb, stupid, goofy bitches. Like y'all telling me to go to hell and shit. Bitch, I'm out. Y'all, everybody who said I wasn't gonna get out, bitch, I'm out. I didn't take him. I didn't take him nowhere. I didn't take the nigga nowhere. The nigga was already out here. The nigga was already out here. I don't even know how he got out here. I didn't take that nigga nowhere. I didn't take that nigga nowhere. I didn't take him out here. I didn't take him out here. He was already out here. He told me to come out here, and that's exactly what the fuck I did, came out here. I wasn't hiding that nigga or nothing. That nigga knew the chances he was taking, getting in this motherfucking car. I had nothing to do with none of that shit. I told him, I said, I feel like they following me. I feel like they following me. He told me, nah, ain't nobody following you good. Bitch, you trying to get in this car, you back out. That got shit to do with me. I'm glad they got your ass, because I'm scared. The whole time we're in the car ride, I'm scared. This, what the fuck is you wrong? I'm asking him questions. Fuck is you back on? Why you do that? How could you do that? How could the fuck could you kill a kid, bro? How could you do that? How could you kill a fucking kid? The nigga kept telling me he didn't know that thing was there. Bitch, are you okay? Are you wrong, bro? How could you kill a kid?
Before this video came out, we was under the impression that she drove Adonis Robinson to Livingston, Texas. But she say, nah, she didn't drive him nowhere. She said the police put a track on her car. So when Adonis called her, the police followed her to Livingston, Texas. Tell you the truth, I think she was working with the police. I think the police made contact with her.
Thank you.
Once Adonis called her,
I'm good,
she
man.
notified
Thank you.
the police.
Thanks for asking.
They put the track on her car and followed her to Livingston, Texas. And she said she was telling Adonis that, I think they follow me. That's just to keep her in the clear and not make it seem like she was involved. You heard what she said. I'm glad they got him. I was scared of him. That right there let me know it's a good chance she probably was working with the police to help get Adonis arrested. But y'all get in the comments.
Y'all get in the comments. What y'all
think about this?
So that's what I'm saying. You know, if you go around here and you kill a kid, you knew that girl was gonna set you up. Ain't nobody going to jail for you nowadays. And you know, since I'm out the streets, I've been fully removed from the streets for years. I'm just saying, man, you know, I'm glad that Allah allowed me to live long enough to make it out of the trenches. You know, because at the end of the day, the mentality and the way you gotta live in the trenches ain't no joke. I was in a store that's in the urban community, my community, and the smell of the streets and the people that's in the streets was so horrible because I've been away from it so long, and my man was just normal. But I'm like, man, it smells like Ready Rock in here. Like it's just like the whole energy of the ghetto was different. You get what I'm saying? When you out the streets and not one foot, I never thought I would ever live to ever say that I was out the streets, but I don't hustle. I don't hang on corners. I don't do none of that. I breeze through, might jump out, get my blunt, speak, 5 minutes, I'm gone, because I'm not selling drugs. I'm not toting guns. I'm not killing. I'm not gangbanging. So I don't have a reason to hang in the hood all day. If you want to hang out, bro, it's parks. I mean, Maryland big, bro. There's plenty of places we can go kick it. I'm not kicking it in the hood because I'm not active. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. I'm from the ghetto. Anything can happen, bro. So and when my homeboys used to come around that didn't hustle or sell drugs, I used to jump in the car or tell them get in the car with me, and we got away from there because I don't want to have your blood on my hand. Anything can happen in the streets, bro. It's 24 hours a day, 365 hours a week. Non-violence, drug selling, killings, and problems, bro, every day. So if you ain't a part of that, man, don't sit around drinking. It's the inner harbor. It's National Harbor. It's Columbia. It's Silver Springs. You could go sit in the parking lot out housing, right? Set your car up real nice, get your gas, and you and your man can sit there and drink. Y'all can sit there and drink in the car, smoke your blunts. I promise you, you won't get pulled over in that lot. You get what I'm saying? You don't belong out there. Even if you live in the hood, you could. Man, I've seen people that lived in the ghetto that come out their house and don't entertain it at all. I lived in the projects and was hanging in the project. People, you couldn't even tell they lived in the projects because they had their nose in the air. Just because you lived there don't mean you got to be involved there. I lived there, got involved in there, and was the heart of there. You know what I mean? That was just me. But I seen people live in the trap and ain't get involved in the trap. I seen dudes that knew everything was going on that wasn't, you know, that was strong enough and wasn't attempted by shining right now. And those dudes are doing relatively well. We had cars, we had 30, 40 racks on them. We was doing stuff, but now they outlasted, you get what I'm saying, us, because we went to jail for years while they kept going. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the streets come with jail or death. I done had close calls to death. Allah just said, hey, man, I got something better for you, man, than dead. I could have died at 25, 24 years old, man. I've been in so many life-threatening situations that Allah could have been stopped my clock, but he didn't. He didn't. Allah and God and just will allow me to live long enough that I could get his game. Real talk, I could get his game without no problems, and I ain't gotta cuss you out, say no slick stuff to you. I ain't none of that. I get, man, listen, bro. One thing I know, one thing for sure, and two things for certain. When you from over there, you ain't gotta act like you from over there. That's why I tell people that all the time. If you Muslim, you don't gotta tell the world, you ain't gotta overdo and be a Muslim. If you're a killer, you ain't gotta overkill. If you're a hustler, you ain't gotta over hustle. If you're a pimp, you ain't gotta over pimp. If you're a thief, you ain't gotta over thief. Meaning that you know who you are and you know what you into. You ain't got to have it written on your forehead. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to have it written on your forehead. The richest people don't have it. If you meet Mr. Bill Gates, right, and you ain't know who is Bill Gates and you just see him in a regular Walmart, you wouldn't think he's a billionaire. Doesn't have it written on. But if you see Boosie, you just use an example in the mall, you would think that he's rich because he look rich. You know what I'm saying? He is rich, but he looks rich. But he's not richer than Bill Gates. Bill Gates doesn't have a rich look. Warren Buffett doesn't have a rich look. You know what I mean? Bob Johnson doesn't have a rich look. Real rich and successful people don't have a look. Real rich, successful people, some of them have a look. That's because they never had nothing. Boy, some people that live right in your neighborhood, they got 100, 200,000 in their bank account, boy. With an 800 credit score, still live in that row house. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Real money don't got no face on it, man. That's flash now, the time to reveal money. When I could tell you got money, nigga, that ain't real money to me. You know what I'm saying? I remember being from the ghetto, you could tell I got money because I got 10,000 in this pocket, 10,000 in that pocket, number 50, and people owing me money. I'm making scenes. I never thought about this till I removed myself like, damn. You could tell I was up, and then when I wasn't up, I was more humble. And I was outside every day. I was on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention. I'm watching every dollar. When I'm up, I got lazy. You know what I'm saying? This is not today. This is 10, you know what I mean, years ago. So now as a man, I understand like how money really look. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, boy, I seen dude hop out. I remember living in Albany, New York. And I remember dude how it was my man. My boys up in New York will tell you this. This dude was my man because he had a yellow Lamborghini. And, bro, he used to hop out with a Hawaii 5-0 shirt on, I don't know, some Dockers, and he always had like the penny loafer shoes on, and they was always leaning. But the boy hopping in a Lambo. That's what I told my man, like, yo, Rich. They're like, why you say that? Because he got a Lamborghini, bro. I'm just looking at the way he dressed. And this was in 05 sometime when I seen it. I'm like, yo, he got a Lamborghini on, bro. He don't have a care in the world. I remember being in Vegas, and the man was talking to a man, a $500,000 Rolex on, bro, with no diamonds in it. No diamonds in it, bro. I was in Boulder, Colorado, bro. Every Caucasian man, it was a beautiful summer day on a Saturday, and it's about 73 degrees, man. I'm running across older white man t-shirt, Docker shorts on, pair of dingy shoes on. All of them had presidential Rolexes on, bro. And I ain't tough, they wasn't together. Everyone I see in a presidential Rolex, $20,000 watch on. You know how I do? Because I read the war report. I read stuff and just be looking. I'm like, man, that's how money look. That's how, and then us, I say, man, people from where I'm from would never pay attention to that watch. They would never pay attention to that $20,000 Prezi plain Jane, bro. That's a $20,000 watch that you can sell 10 years later and it probably go up. It won't depreciate. You know what I'm saying? So when I start seeing stuff like that, I'm saying, man, this is different. I look at Lil Boosie, and they say what you want to say. Look at Boosie Land. Y'all do me a favor. Go Google Boosie and see what that kid did. That man did with his money, bro. He building houses and acres. Boy, he got 200-300 acres. Smart stuff, though. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what money look like. That's what money look like, bro. Like, you gotta know what money look at. Slim Thug will tell you all the time he's fresh every day, shop at Walmart, Marshalls, and Target. And look at his car collection, and look at his house, and look at everything that he got. You know what I'm saying? Look at everything that he got going on. Look at everything he got going on. And then tell me. You know what I'm saying? Look at everything he got on. And even me doing work, I remember working for a construction company early 2000s. We went to the Admiral House of the United States. man, like the cribs, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, bro, like when you see this man, he got on a regular Izod shirt on, some Dockers, and a pair of Reeboks or something, bro. But his house, bro. You can't tell it. What I'm saying is, when you saw him in public, I would never put him on this $1 million house that we out here pouring a concrete driveway in. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older and seeing 70, 80,000 out the streets or 20,000, whatever you had, you look at that and you think that's something until you realize, yo, last time I was at the Louis store, last time I was at the Louis Vuitton store, it was like September, back to school time, whatever. Yo, it was a lady in there, yo. It was a lady in there in the Louis store buying her son a book bag, right, for school, and he was mad. He was mad. He didn't even want to be in there. He was mad. He was going to get a $2,700 book bag for school. That's just, it's like, that's what, she's not, his mother wasn't even making a fashion statement with it. That's just where she shopped at. So, hey, you need a book bag. Hey, I'll check in the Louis store. $2,700, bro. $2,700. Yo, I could buy probably 2 cars and flip with that. $2,700 on a book bag. For back to school. And he didn't even want it. He probably wanted a bait book bag. You know what I'm saying? He probably wanted to put his mama like, hey, we getting this. And he didn't care. She's like, which one do you want? He's like, I don't care. Whatever one you pick, he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, like, if you from Maryland, man, or the DMV, bro, I'm here to tell you, just go to Northern Virginia, go to Baton. There's some beautiful places that'll get your mind right. Some beautiful places that'll make you think twice. Be like, whew, this is life. You know what I'm saying? This is life. This is life. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Things be a facade. And yeah, little Ronnie killers, they going to jail. They getting the death penalty. That girl going to testify against them. That's what it is.
Got these 2 boys. They killed that girl in Fort Worth, the 5-year-old, and killed her father. They got them down here in Livingston, Texas. We on the map.
Well, y'all heard what?
Say you got them in Livingston, Texas. We on the map. Sometimes them country people say the dumb stuff. So you know, I like to hit this with a little bit. Now, I think this whole video has been very knowledgeable, if I say myself. You know what I mean? But rest in peace to Lil Ronnie, and most important, rest in peace to that beautiful princess that lost her life because ignorant people is going to get the death penalty. Texas gonna kill him. Yeah. Y'all remember this case years from now. Remember rapper Lil Ronnie getting killed and his daughter. Them boys gonna die. Boys gonna die. And they ain't gonna sit in jail 20 years either way. Texas gonna get them out of there. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all, Texas still kill people. You know what I mean? Allah is the best. Allah Akbar. Man, I love you too, bro, for the sake of Allah and because you that's my man, bro. It's my boy. 22 years of friendship, man. 22 years. I ain't seen that brother right there, Dayton Street 85, right? I ain't seen that brother in 20. I'm going to say, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I got booked in 05. I ain't seen him since 2005. And we just got back together in 2025. This is 2025 now, 2024. So I ain't seen the man in 19 years, my man. At with Scrapple, man. You know what I'm saying? I met a few dudes when I used to live in this state, live in Newark, New Jersey. You know, it's called Newark. They say it Newark, but if you're not from Newark, you'll say Newark. Newark. You'll try to put it in 2 words. Because we were trying, us from Baltimore was saying Newark. I was saying it like Newark. Oh, man, because I used to live there. I was trying to say it like New York. Like New York. That's how I used to be like, New York, we going to New York. But when I was living out there with them, they would just say Newark. They be like, yo, Newark. Yeah, like, all right, Newark. So I met some guys in Newark, New Jersey, in the projects where my family was living there for 40 years. And Qua, Tat, and Safi, and Lil Raw. You know what I mean? They were real good friends of mine. You know, I met them dudes. I was shot up. Again, just another ghetto baby story. When I told you I got shot up, I ain't want hell in the city. My man got killed. And I'm telling you, if you ever been shot before and been shot the way I got shot, like I had a gun on me, I couldn't really move around. And man, if a car pull up, I was jumping like I was shell shot. Like, 'cause they let off like 80 some shots at us. You get what I'm saying? So I was shell shocked with that. I was, you know what I mean? I needed to go to Jersey to heal, because if he didn't, I would have wound up really killing somebody or shooting somebody by mistake, because that's how paranoid and schizophrenic I was for being shot so many times and the way it happened. You know what I'm saying? And we was into it real bad. So I get up Newark, New Jersey, and I go on this project and I meet these guys. And they, my family had been living there for 40 years anyway, so they knew my family. You know, it's the same way if they would have came to Baltimore, and, I'm from here. They just say their family lived in Baltimore around our neighborhood, so it was easy to connect. I started messing with these dudes. I actually met Qua and Tat first, and then I met Lil Rob and Safi. But it's just something about Dayton Street, man. Since I met him, like, I think his cousin and Qua was just always doing this to him. Everything he do, man, he could never do nothing right in their eyes. He's the youngest one out of the bunch, and everybody, and he ain't even that young, a year or two younger than us, but he's just the youngest one. Him and Lil Rob younger than him. So Rob got the blues. Safi got with Rob. They all fell down on Lil Rob. They was extremely hard on Lil Rob. But Safi was hard on Safi and Lil Rob. So Tat and Qua was hard on Lil Rob and Safi, and I was the middleman. Because all of them was from Jersey, New York area. I'm from Baltimore, so I was the middleman. And it was crazy. I was like, yo, chill on them. Like, yo, chill, bro. Like, Safi. But I got to give it to him, man. My man Safi, man. Sometimes, some of them arguments, he deserved it, bro. Because if back then, right, Dayton Street, man, back then, if you did not get in this hit, he go off the meat racket. I met one time, no bullshit, bro. We down town, we on Market Street. Safi sees us. He's down Market Street. He didn't come with us, but he sees us. He tells all the Crips to watch the perimeter of the store. So I'm in the store. We get sneakers or whatever. I'm in the store, so I'm telling Tat, like, yo, this is starting to feel weird. And this one I was real lit. I say, yo, I feel like dudes watching us, bro. Like, little shorty right there. Shorty, like, I think trying to put us in a mood. So, Tat, like, I tell Qua, like, yeah, it might look weird, but Qua, like, I'm gonna knock one of these dudes out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, me too, whatever. I'm shot up, though. I'm like, yo, I said, yo, man, right, man. I tell Tat, look around. He like, man, they Safi little mans, bro. Like, what? Like, yo, that little dudes that be with my cousin, man. He's somewhere around here. And he pops up like the, how would you say? You know how a dude come from around the corner? He pops up out the blue. Yeah. I told you, my little mans, they was on point. We saw y'all. We watched y'all the whole time. Parked the car, everything. We was on point. We was watching y'all. We had to come. Yeah, that was a fun time, man. Nice should always talk to South. South used to go through things, man. Safi used to go through things, man. Safi, we wouldn't see Safi for a week, man. I'd be calling his phone. He do not like to answer the phone. Back then, that's why they used to get into it with him real bad. They get him a phone, get his man, he'll let somebody hold his phone. He was just one of them guys. He did not care about nothing, bro. In his younger days, he just did not care, bro. We go get fresh Safi type of look that'll give you his brand new shoes and just mess his whole outfit up. Like, that's just how good of a person Shorty is. And I took a real liking to the brother. Me and the brother's always tight. So when they get on his nerves, he be looking for me. Come through the church, yo, where you at? I be down in Baltimore. He be like, yo, you got to get back up here. He be like, yo, I got something for us. Be like, yo, I'm going to hold it till you get up here. I got the drive. Say stop. I'm going to be a week. So, that Shorty was my man. And so one day I'm recording on here. I'm doing a morning show. And somebody be like, yo, Ham, is that you? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yo, this Safi. And I say, yo, I only know one person in the world with that name Safi. Like, yo, a Safi Lo. They used to call him Safi Lo. He like, yeah. I'm like, oh, man. I just told him, hey, man, send me your number right now. And then, man, we've been on ever since. And, when you meet people out here and you don't burn bridges, man, that'll take you a long way in life. I tell people that all the time, man. I could go right now and pull up in New York, right in the Bronx, any different couple, and go holler at some dudes, and you'll think I was just hanging out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I left good energy everywhere I went outside of Baltimore. I left very, very good energy and a powerful impact. You know what I'm saying? So their perception of a Baltimore dude would be stand up, straightforward, and humble. You know, I left a good note every state I've been in. So if they think about, oh, you know, my man Han from Baltimore, like they gonna already just have that mentality. Baltimore dudes this way, and we not known for being a effed up way. You get what I'm saying? At least that's what I did, because I ain't never snake nobody, man. I was leaving New York on boys 7,500, 10,000, and never ran off on them. My homeboy up there just told me come get a care package if I need it. You feel me? I never ran off on him like, yo, I ain't running off. Y'all my guys. This is the second home. I used to be like Baltimore, my stepping stone, Newark, my second home, like for real. They the first people out of state in the world I got tight with. Newark, New Jersey, I would consider that my second home, bro. Newark, New Jersey is my second home, bro. And a lot of my friends are not there no more. They moved out. My family still lives in Newark. You know, my blood relatives, that's from Newark, New Jersey, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? So I know my family, like, that's how it was. But yeah, Newark, New Jersey was the first ghetto outside of Baltimore ghetto that I received love and support. And I ain't gonna hold you. Newark was the first place I received love. And Newark, 300,000 people, so it's Baltimore 2 times as big as Newark. But Newark was like a baby Baltimore, bro. They was just like us, like not like us, but they just, the mentality was just, I fed in. You feel me? Real talk. How you go from the back block shot up and then go into a project, an infamous wild projects, and fit in. I fit in. Like, that's why I learned. His tattoo should say this all the time. The ghetto the same everywhere. That was Tattoo saying back in 04. Like, man, the ghetto, if you get down in your ghetto, you gonna be able to get down in any ghetto. You feel me? Like, if you go, you know what I'm saying? If you stand up in your ghetto, you gonna be able to get down like you want to get down in any ghetto. You know what I mean? So let me hit it with this right here. Trump. You know, we got Trump on the chart, but hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. You know what I mean? Leave a comment, man. Man, 7, I need you, man, with this cipher that's coming up, Silent 7. This cipher that's coming up, man, I'm gonna need you. I sent you the beats. I think it's Who Shot Ya, Tim Tree's Bankroll, and another beat, man. You just be ready. I don't know what you're gonna do, 7, but I believe in you. You my point guard. You know what I mean? I only got 3 people. It was hard to do that. And when you took the invitation, I said, man, me and 7 can just go handle our business. You know what I mean? You Mike Tyson, I'm Custom Model. I believe we could just handle our business. I believe we can do the cipher ourselves. I mean, even if I got to dust my microphone off, man, dust my mic off, I still believe that I will go crazy on Bankroll, Who Shot Your beat. I will. I know what you gonna do. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I said I sent it to you, Dice Swag. I got this guy named Dice Swag. He's a spitter. 2 Raws, a spitter. Now I got to get 2 more spitters. So, you know, it's a freestyle. Let's hear about this.
President Trump's request or demand for some talks there for a nuclear deal. Now, we know that Trump did say just days ago that if Khamenei did not accept the request there for talks, that he could intervene militarily in Iran. So what do you make of all of that?
Well, first off, I think how Khamenei responded to this kind of gave a little bit of insight to what the Trump letter said. If you recall, you know, he didn't disclose all the details, but obviously it was to stop the Iranian nuclear weapons development and program completely. And then also, I believe, because Khamenei said something about limiting missiles and limiting its engagements across the Middle East, it probably talked about Iranian missile development, because Iran has probably the largest, if not one of the largest missile inventories in the world. And that's what they'll use to deliver these nuclear weapons when they develop it. So I think you see a little bit of Trump probably pushing across all the levers, if you will. And remember, he still has his maximum pressure campaign implemented since he took office. So that's a lot of pressure on Khamenei. He spoke. This is a definite position that Iran is going to take because since Israel attacked them several months ago, they've been kind of, I don't want to say neutered completely, but they've been on less of a solid ground in pushing their Shia crescent across the Middle East. Now, if I can just talk about where they are in the nuclear weapons development, because it's important, because the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, the UN nuclear watchdog, if you will, just released a report that said Iran now has enough enriched uranium to make 6 nuclear bombs. That's up from 4 just a few months ago. They're at 60% enrichment. I don't want to make this a physics class, but they need about 3 weeks to have weapons-grade uranium to make into bombs. So that's a significant step. It shows they're still making progress as they work their way through. If the U.S. was to conduct a military campaign, and there are contingencies that I won't go into in detail, that would be an extensive campaign, an aerial bombardment across a lot of Iran, especially in the Esfahan and Natanz regions, where there's deeply buried targets that are critical to the Iranian nuclear weapons program. So that would have to be an extensive series of airstrikes, whether they go by themselves or Israel cooperates in some way. But then there's a lot of other targets around the country that the U.S. would have to strike. Now, and a lot of those are not disclosed. So there's a lot of intelligence work to be done. Find all those targets that are in other military facilities or civilian facilities and take them out, such as one that wasn't widely reported when Israel struck back last year. They took out one building inside one complex in Iran that wasn't talked much about that actually was key to nuclear weapons development. So you've got an extensive campaign ahead. Hopefully they can come to some agreement that will actually stop Iranian nuclear weapons development, unlike the JPOA under the Obama administration.
As we look here on the left-hand side of your screen, you see that live look over the northern Gaza Strip. We know that talks, as I mentioned, are going to resume tomorrow over in Qatar, as you have the delegations for Israel as well as the spokespersons for the Hamas terror group. They're meeting there to discuss what the ceasefire deal is going to look like. We know there's been a lot of kind of back and forth over the last week or so since that did expire. Israel does want to remain in phase 1. Hamas wants to move on to phase 2. My question for you, are we any closer to an agreement here? What would an extension of phase 1 look like, and what would it look like if we moved into phase 2?
Well, Josh, that's a great question. And I think right now the fact that Israel is sending this team tomorrow to Doha, and let me point out, this is a significant team. This is the lead hostage negotiator for Israel, and it's some very senior Shin Bet officials. So you've got a senior delegation that's going to go talk to the Hamas mediators, the mediators and Hamas representatives. So I think what you're seeing is you're either going to see Israel say, okay, there's a little bit of an opening in here where we can maybe start talking about phase 2, or they're going to sit down and they're going to say, okay, here's the ultimatum. We need to extend phase 1. And to answer your question about what that looks like, that's just basically every week releasing 3 Israeli hostages for a requisite number of Palestinian prisoners, as they did the first 6 weeks. We're literally in limbo right now. We're not in phase 1, but we're not in phase 2. And so the fact that you've got 2 forces, both Hamas and the Israeli military, ready to fight at one another, and we know Hamas has been making preparations to do so, these talks need to go well to kind of hold off any kind of future attack. I also think with the senior level of this delegation, you're seeing a little bit of Israel starting to put itself back up at the forefront, especially after what the U.S. did earlier this week by talking to Hamas separately.
The Times of Israel posting this story here, I want to get your take on it, as they say that the Israel Strategic Affairs Minister, Ron Dermer, quote unquote, lashed out at the U.S. hostage envoy, Adam Boehler, about learning that he held direct talks with a senior Hamas delegation. What does it say that the U.S. held these quote unquote secret talks, and how does Israel feel about it? Because if that comment gives us any indication, they're not happy about it.
No, Israel is definitely not happy. And what I think you're seeing play out publicly now is, if you recall, the U.S. did say that they were talking to Hamas after it was revealed, and they did say Israel knew beforehand. That is not true. So I think what you're seeing is the U.S. kind of stepped on it a little bit by going, and actually the U.S. violated a decades-old policy to not negotiate with terrorist organizations. So you've got that as a backdrop. But the U.S. went in and they tried to separately negotiate, or at least move him to the front, the release of the remaining American hostages, 1 alive and 4 dead. And so you kind of see that. What this does, and I think Israel's got a legitimate concern here, is it allows Hamas to maybe work a seam between Israel and the United States in a negotiation, especially if the United States goes in and focuses on an American-only release, but not the broader aspects of security, the remaining hostages, and the ceasefire. So I think you could have a little bit of that. And today, playing this out a little bit, Hamas released a statement saying they enjoyed the talks with the United States. They appreciate the United States engagement to talk about elements of hostage release and something might to be worked out. Having this come out right before the talks begin again tomorrow in Qatar, obviously is Hamas trying to exploit that seam. So we'll have to see how this plays out, but I think Israel's got a legitimate beef here with the United States.
And I was going to say, what does it say to you overall that Hamas would release that statement and say, you know, we enjoyed those talks with the U.S.? Is that kind of a dig at Israel to make them even angrier?
It absolutely is. You know, I don't want us to put the Israel-U.S. relations on any kind of bad footing as they were in the Bible.
So what it is that, yeah, what up, everybody? Yeah, that's another episode for another time. Because we're gonna, yo, I'm blessed for this fast. Yo, I am really blessed for this fast. But I can honestly say to you that with this fast alone, bro, I want to get into so much stuff and go off the meat rack, but I can't. But I am going to release an episode tonight called After the Fast. That way I'm putting a couple blunts. I mean, I'm getting busy. I'm getting back on here. And 7, hit my phone. We gotta talk. We'll try to practice some beats. We 6 o'clock. We need to link 4 on next Friday. Get together, get the team together. Maybe Wednesday when I come from the auction, I probably could get over to the studio. Maybe give everybody, you know, see how we gonna do it. You know what I mean? I believe in one thing about me. I believe in going in. Everybody believe in proper preparation. I'm a Muslim, bro. I don't know about that proper preparation. The way it's going to go, it's going to go. I believe, I'm a strong believer of that, bro. Everything is premeditated and already written. It's already written, so all you doing is walking into your faith. So listen, man, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, leave a comment. Now, this is a segment of the show. I usually wake and bake and do things, but I want to talk more about Trump. And it's I might have to say that for later because it's deep, bro. It's like deep. Politics as usual. They always deep. Okay, yeah. That's good, bro. Hit me when the sun go down and we can really get busy. Like debunk that because I know you fast and I don't want to get you out your fast. Now I understand that. I truly understand that. How important the fast. I'm doing my best. Allah knows best. I'm just happy that I'm trying. I don't know nothing else, but I'm trying, y'all. And I'm trying to maintain my business, maintain my content, maintain with my Lord. But my Lord comes first. You know what I mean? La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Like that's what comes first. And I'm not perfect, but I'm Muslim. That's how I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not perfect, I'm Muslim. And if you love me, you hide my faults over the other side of the mountains, man. I'm not perfect. Allah perfect. He perfect. That's it. I don't know nothing else, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I thank y'all for tapping in. Hey, make sure y'all tapping with me after the sun goes down. I will be tapping in about 8 o'clock. Then I can go in and really get loose, man. And listen, man, I appreciate y'all. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App up there. If you want to drop the Cash App, we raised up $55 a day. I'm happy. It was a good day. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Tap in.